Everyone talks about LLMs and SLMs and how it can be expensive to set up and use, and you would need a GPU or a cloud subscription to run it. Well, it's all true, but in this rapid AI race, many well performing open source lightweight models have emerged. In today's video, we are running one such open source model, Qwen 3.5, on our systems in the most simplest way possible on a everyday laptop. And we are going to find out exactly how far that gets us. But before moving ahead, let's first understand what is Qwen 3.5 and what makes it so special. So, Qwen 3.5 is from a family of AI models that was built by Alibaba, where you give it text or even an image and it responds intelligently while running locally on your system. What makes this lineup interesting is that these models were specifically designed to run on low power hardwares such as phones, laptops, and edge devices. These models come in four sizes: zero point 0.8 billion, 2 billion, 4 billion, and 9 billion parameters. While the 9 billion model apparently rivals much larger models on the benchmark test. So, with that understanding, today we are putting the zero point 0.8 and the 2 billion model to the test, as these were the best performing models for my computer, while the larger models were slower to process the request. So, let's put them to the test on the basis of these 8 parameters. So, first things first, let's first install and set up LM Studio on our machine. This makes running the model and testing it efficient and easy. So, first head towards Google and search for LM Studio. Here's click on the first link that you see, that's lmstudio.ai, and then install it for your Windows system. Once it's installed, let's run this. And here on the dashboard, you can see three buttons right here. Go to the last one where you can download models. Now, here you need to search for Qwen 3.5 and choose the model with the parameters that you want. Firstly, we're installing Qwen 3.5 0.8 billion parameter model. And here you can see, need to just click on download. Once that's downloaded, go to your chat and go to the section to select your model and then select your model. First, we are testing Qwen 3.5 0.8 billion parameter model, so I'll select this. In this similar manner, you can also download the other models and run them locally on your system. Now, with that setup done, this is a quick into my system configuration. I'm currently on a Windows machine running a 12th generation Intel i7 processor with 16 gigs of RAM and an integrated Intel Iris Xe graphics. So, for this test, I'm giving both the models the exact same prompt, same question, same task, and I will be judging them on three things. Can they actually complete the task? How accurate are they? And how fast do they respond? So let's begin with the testing. First up, writing. I assign both the model three tasks. First, write a 200-word essay about Earth. Second, a short science fiction story. Third, explain gravity like a pirate. The zero point 0.8 billion model was fast, like it was genuinely fast. It did 14 to 19 tokens per second and it completed the task under 3 seconds. And for what it is, the writing held together. The 2 billion model took slightly longer, closer to 7 to 8 seconds for the essay, but you could feel the weight and the difference between the structure. But if that's not an issue for you, you could easily go for the zero point 0.8 billion model as it's lightweight and it could process things faster. Next up, let's test these two models on the basis of their reasoning ability. This is where the gap started showing up. I gave them classical logic problems like the bat and ball puzzle, the machine widget problem, and a number sequence. These aren't knowledge questions, so it couldn't just recall the answer, it would have to actually think about it and then answer the question. Here, the zero point 0.8 billion model actually struggled a little bit. Next, on to the 2 billion model, it correctly solved the bat and ball problem and it identified the number pattern. It was a little slower, but sure, it actually got the work done. So, if reasoning matters to you, and it probably would, it would be better if you use the 2 billion model for this. And if your system permits, you can even go for the higher models. Next, we are testing the models on the basis of the knowledge. For this, we are asking simple factual questions. First, what is the capital of Japan? And the second, what triggered World War One? For the first question, the answer is pretty straight and simple. But for the second one, it needs to dig deeper and to understand that there is no one thing that triggered World War One. Instead, that was a chain of reaction that triggered it actually. And both the models did it correctly and they explained the whole process. While the zero point 0.8 billion model was quicker and sometimes it actually responded under a second, but the 2 billion model gave more context, especially on the historical question. So, for basic knowledge retrieval, either of the models would work. But if you want to dig deeper and get a better understanding about things, 2 billion model would make a lot of sense to you. Now we tested it on coding. This one had one pretty clear winner. We again had three parameters to test both the models. The first, being the simplest, was to write a Python function to reverse a string. And both the models correctly wrote a Python function to reverse a string. It was a simple task and both of them nailed it. Next task was to create a snake game in Python. The zero point 0.8 model produced a code, but it didn't seem to work. We tried to correct it using the same AI, but it still kept on making the same mistake. So we moved ahead with our next model that was a 2 billion to test making a snake game code. So this on the first try gave a little faulty code. We gave it back for correction and this time the game worked. As you can see on the screen, this is the game that the Quen 3.5 2 billion model has produced. So the next task was to create a simple website for a to-do list. Both the models actually performed well and created both the websites properly, but the 2 billion model actually had a pretty difference in the terms of its UI and its usability. You can see the striking happening in this tool right here. So this was a little basic difference in terms of creating a website. Next up, we are testing these models for the task of summarization. For the first task, I gave it a text document and I asked both the models to summarize this article in 3 bullet points. And for the second task, I gave it a 18-page research paper and asked it to summarize in 100 words. Now, as for the results, both of them handled it fine. The zero point 0.8 billion model was faster than the 2 billion model, but the 2 billion model was more descriptive and more detail oriented in terms of the result. Here, one thing that you need to keep a note of is that the longer the inputs, the slower the results would be. So, for the 2 billion model, if your inputs are longer, the 2 billion model would slow down noticeably. So, if you're summarizing larger documents, keep in mind that's a trade off you would have to face. Next up, since Quen 3.5 is a multimodal model, so we will be also testing it on the basis of its image capabilities. So for the first image understanding task, I gave it an image of a dog with the focus on the dog and the grass in the background with the sky. And I asked both the models to identify the main object in the image. And here in the first result, as you can see, both the models identified and picked up on all the small little details of the images like the dog, the grass, the sky, and the color of things also. So this worked pretty well. Next, moving ahead to the next task is to explain the diagram. So I gave both the models an image of a water cycle diagram and I asked it to explain me this diagram. And again, both the models performed really well. It identified the image also well and it gave a pretty solid explanation. Next, we are testing this model on the basis of its OCR capabilities. And you can see that both the model extracted the text pretty accurately here. And again, the zero point 0.8 billion model was faster than the 2 billion model. Next, we gave it a non English image and asked it to extract the text and then translate it to English. Here we can see that I tested it on Japanese and on Hindi, and I don't think both of them make any sense. In the Hindi one, it just copy pasted the same sentence again and again. So it might be a little under the limit. While I've heard that it works really great for Chinese translation, but for the case of these two, it didn't perform quite as what I've expected it to. So finally, we are testing it on our last parameter, that's the hallucination. Here I asked both the models two fictional questions. The first, what year was the city Atlantis found? And the second, who was the president of Mars in 1995? And as you know, both of the questions are fictional and they don't have any answer. So the model actually correctly identified and responded it with these answers right here. And that's a pretty good sign for a locally hosted model that doesn't have any internet access. So it did pretty well on the hallucination test. We additionally did try to generate images and videos with this model, but this model doesn't support any image generation or video generation formats. So as you can see on the screen, it doesn't produce any results. So, with all these tests done, here's where I have landed. The zero point 0.8 billion model is for when your speed is your priority. It handles writing, basic knowledge, summarization, and even image tasks quickly and adequately. So, if you're building something that needs fast responses or you are running the AI on a hardware with limited resources, this model makes sense. The 2 billion is for when quality is your priority. Reasoning, coding, detailed explanation, it's noticeably better than zero point 0.8 billion. Not dramatically slower than zero point 0.8 billion on most tasks, but it's enough that you would feel it. The point is that both the models run completely locally without any GPU or any external hardware. So, most of the people already have the requirements that it needs to run these kind of models. So, with that, Qwen 3.5 actually proves in the open source AI community that real AI performance doesn't require heavyweight models or expensive GPU hardware. Sometimes innovation isn't about going bigger, but it's about going smarter. So, thank you for your time and see you in the next video.